supplies in the area.
What's up, YouTubers? Rossak here, bringing you a random car commentary, and it's been a while since I've done one of these.
Got this.
And you know what? If you don't know what this is me taking the time that I have to drive home to share some gossip or something that's on my mind, or just anything in general that I want to talk about. Now, in the background, you should be watching some Last of Us multiplayer, which is called Factions, because this is the greatest multiplayer I have ever played. And I'm not lying here, it is fucking fabulous. I love all the little missions that it gives you in order to save your people. It's hard for me to explain it all in one little sentence, but basically encourages you to use some of the weapons you might not have used before. Go out on a limb, risk your survivors, your part of your clan, and just have an all-round good time. Now, I still know a lot of you PS3 players still have not got this game. Now, let me just say, I dabbled in the single player a little bit. Fucking awesome. Great story. I'm only about an hour and a half through it, but it is amazing. But I'm still totally blown away by this multiplayer experience. It is just absolutely doing me... I can't even explain it. Sometimes I want to play with one hand. That's how enjoyable it is. Do you understand what I'm saying there? Some of you may, some of you may not. I'm not going to go into any more detail because this video may get an R rating. Now, what I wanted to talk about today was the pricing of current PlayStation and PS4. Now, I saw an advertisement today, had the PS3 with a package of, I think, 2 Platinum games or whatever. I don't think they're even called Platinum anymore. They're called something else. Essentials. PlayStation Essentials. But it was $349 for the new style slim PlayStation, which I don't know how good that is or how bad it is or anything, but I thought, beside the point, it's still a PlayStation 3. 2 games, controller, $349. Which I thought, yeah, that's, I guess that's alright. It still feels a little bit steep considering next-gen console is, just around the corner. They did have a $199 PS3, but that was 12 gig of memory, of space. I think that's a flash memory too. I don't think that's like a regular hard drive style memory. And just pointless having 12 gig, to be honest. You're going to fill that up so fucking quickly, it's not funny. Especially if you're going to buy all the sort of the latest and greatest games and plonk them on there, all the saves and all the information that's actually saved onto the hard drive. But underneath that was an advertisement for the PS4. Now, it didn't say what the exact stats of the PS4 as far as hard drive, and basically, was it advertising the bee's knees version, or was it advertising the very, very basic version? It did not say, but it was only $549. Now, a lot of you may already know all the prices and everything, but I just thought, $200 difference between a brand new U-Butte fucking state-of-the-art console and $349, like $200 difference. It's just, the PS3 should not be that expensive in my opinion. Like, if they want to get people on board before Christmas, they want to get them into that PlayStation, the PlayStation Nation, I guess as some people call it. You don't want there to be, like, that seems ridiculous. A lot of people are going to go, well, I'm not even going to bother, I'll just pre-order the PS4. And maybe that's what they're aiming at. Maybe they just want people to get the PS4. They're not worried about the new PS3 Slim. But you think they'd be trying to run out as many of them as they can, make a few last dashes. I mean, the PS3 is still probably going to have, what, at least a good 12-month lifespan by the end of this year. So let's say by the end of next year, the games may be starting to dwindle off a little bit. Maybe completely, I really don't know. But I don't know, it just seemed a little bit weird to have only a $200 difference. Like, okay, maybe for kids and that, or for people with not on a lot of money, that's good. I don't know, but for me, it just seems a little bit ridiculous. But anyway, I'm still at the moment looking at getting the PS4, and I've been weighing up the options. The one big thing that Xbox has had, that's had for a while, is the party chat, which PlayStation doesn't have. PS4 needs to have party chat, it really does. You can't really rely on the games for the chat systems, because some games are great, some games are absolute fail, and it can make or break a game, and truly. And a good example of that really is The Last of Us. Now, I know it's only 4v4 and the maps aren't massive, but I was playing with a dude from fucking Norway the other night, and there was Aussies in the lobby, there were Americans in the lobby, and this dude from Norway. And he was in Norway, he was living in Norway. I was chatting to him, and there was a tad bit of lag in a couple of games and in a couple of rounds, but nothing like you would see in anything else. But like, we were like spread out all over the planet, and we were still able to play together, and the chat was pretty good. It was pretty good. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the best chat experience I've ever had. The guy in Norway was a little bit, I don't know, but it could have been his microphone as well, so I'm not just going to say that. But the audio is pretty good, pretty damn straight good. And if we had a chat system that was integrated instead of allowing the games to have to carry it, it would just, it makes a big difference to me, because I like to talk to people. I love chatting with people in game, whether it's they're annoying me and I want to tell them to shut the fuck up, or more so to the point is when you actually come across somebody that's actually quite a cool person and you want to chat with them in game, and you get to know them a little bit and talk tactics and all that sort of thing. Because I know when it comes to tactics, I'm going to get back onto topic again, or off topic I should say. Back on and off topic on the Last of Us. When it comes to tactics, this is the game you want to play. Forget that it's a third-person shooter. Completely eliminate that from your mind. Don't think of it as a third-person shooter. Yes, I know it's a third-person shooter, but just listen to me. Hear me out for a second. I've heard people say, nah, look, I'm not big on third-person shooters. Okay, I agree. I tried Ghost Recon. I tried, there was something with an 8 in it, Prejudice 8, I think it was called.
Give me a sec.
And I tried, I think, another 2, which I can't remember the names of. And to be honest, I played those games and I pretty much despised them. Because they were third person, not because of anything else, not because of play mechanics or anything else, but I just couldn't get that feel for the third person. But this is different. This game just, I don't know. I want to say it takes third person to a whole new level. And maybe it's the pace is slower. I really can't explain why exactly it rocks my world, but it does. But it is such a tactical game, like you build up some of your equipment, like your bombs and all that sort of thing, and knowing when to use them, when to rush a situation, when to use your sprinting to your best of your ability. Because the sprinting in this game has two purposes. Obviously, to get away or to get somewhere quickly, but you also show up on the radar when you're sprinting. So you may want to use that by sprinting in a certain direction and then doubling back and luring people in. It works a hell of a lot. You'd be surprised how many times I've caught people out. I put two-on-one situation. I come around the corner, I take down one guy, I need to finish him off, I sprint away, and then I come back slowly, poke my head around the corner, there's the other bloke, trying to revive him, take out both players, take the win. That sort of situation. And when you do something like that, the feeling is just like, you just want to go, fuck, yes, this is fucking amazing. What an amazing experience. And it is. You know what, even when you die in this game, like I said, you don't actually die, you go down to start with, and then you have to be finished off. Sometimes when I'm down on my hands and knees, and yes, keep your minds out of the gutter, I beg for these guys to execute me, special execution, so they can get their plank of wood, shove it in my head, punch me in the head, roll me over, shoot me in the back of the head. It's just so enjoyable to watch. No game I've ever played has it been this much fun to die in. It's true. It's 100% true. But anyway, guys, I don't want to rabbit on for too long. I just wanted to share my opinions there on the pricing difference between the old and the new PlayStation, and basically encourage you guys once again to play The Last of Us, the game of 2013, by far, best single player, best multiplayer, just the best experience all over. No doubt, no doubt. I'm going to ride this game out to the end of the year, and hopefully the servers stay populated, because it really deserves it, and it deserves more of you to get on board and try this fucking amazing game. So this has been me, Rough Sack, on a random car commentary. I do love this fucking game. I love it to bits, and you will love it too if you just take the time to get your hands dirty and play with it a little bit. Anyway, guys, as always, I will catch you guys on the other side.